Hi guys, hello. Yeah, my name is Sarah Aching Udhiambu, where you all are meeting me for the first time and in this channel for the first time. Yeah, my channel is about me giving out tips and encouragement because of what I went through in my journey of anxiety, depression, and anger management. Okay, so all this led to my spiritual awakening, and yeah, I came out with a light I felt like I should or I could share with the world. So yeah, this is me, this is my channel. Welcome guys. Yeah, and just quick reminder, I'd like you to please remember to comment and share, and also subscribe to make the channel and the videos more get to more people. Okay, so that YouTube can recommend to more people, so more people can get more healing, so in that in that oh my god, so yeah, when we do that, we help each other heal, and we spread the word, and we spread the encouragement to the channel. So kindly don't forget to press the subscribe. Press, sweetie. Yeah, just tap the subscribe button below, and yeah, also the bell sign. Yeah, tap that so that any notification that so that you can get notifications whenever I post a video. So yeah, so today you can see my background, there changes. Finally the Udhiambos, my mom finally got her home built in the village, and so she's relocating, not permanently, but rather, yeah, her things have gone. Yeah, most of our childhood memories all to the village, and also this December, it's also a great moment for again the Udhiambos, for my big sister, my big sister's dowry payment. Yeah, so it's been crazy. That's why I think I'm a bit late on posting my video for this week, or rather the week that has just passed, because it's been up and down, clearing, decluttering, of course, my room, letting go of things that me and the kids don't need, going to the knitting shags. Yeah, it has been, and I still have to pack, because yeah, we're supposed to be leaving for shags. I think around, some will be leaving maybe around the 18th. Yeah, we should just be there before Christmas. Okay, so during this time, yesterday I did a video, but again, challenges. And for me, when something comes up with the video, for me, I take it as it wasn't the time for that video. And then again, I think yesterday, okay, what I want to talk about today is part of something I've really been battling with, because as I said on my previous videos, this anger and anger management is not a one day thing. You just wake up and you say, it's a step-by-step process. Okay, so for me, I felt like I had to do this video today, because what I did yesterday, I feel like I hadn't really fully gotten the spiritual picture of what had happened. Okay, so today is when now I got the whole picture, and I was like, I have to shoot this video, so I'm not posting what I posted yesterday, what I recorded yesterday. Sorry. So earlier I had mentioned on this cycle of breaking generational cycles, on this topic of breaking generational cycles. So I have been battling so hard for so long, so long, and I had gotten to a point. It was frustrating me, but deep down I knew I had to do healing, a lot of deep healing on my relationship with my mom. So I remember, I think like 3 days ago, I saw a posting on a short video. I think I don't know if it's a former, I don't know if the ex-girlfriend, Giuliani, ex-wife, I'm not sure. I don't follow paparazzi that much on gossipy celebrities, but yeah, Giuliani's baby mama or wife. So she spoke about a book she was reading, and she mentioned her relationship with her mom. So that got me thinking. This week a lot has been happening at home, and I had mentioned earlier in this previous video, I guess, this December there's a lot of blessings, miracles and blessings, so don't let anyone get to you. And I've been really trying, because you guys, for me and my mom, it was a deep kind of thing that really affected me so bad. Okay, so that's why I used to say, like, previously me and my mom would not sit and even talk, as in it was really bad. Okay, so during a previous video, again, I mentioned the universe will always test you to see whether you have fully healed from a cycle, or you're fully like ready to move to your next level. And so this time I was sure this time I've mastered it. Like, me and my mom, as in, no triggers, nothing. It is just, I'm going to not give anyone power to trigger me in any form. And it was a step-by-step process, At times you have to move from the point of victimization, resentment. You have to move away from that. And for me, it wasn't an easy phase at that time. Because at times, let me tell you something, and why I felt like I really had to do this video. A lot of women out there are going through traumas, especially from their mom. Okay? It was either one kind of abuse or the other. It was either verbal, abuse. It was either physical abuse, being beaten, at one point or another when you are young. Okay? And especially what really gets to someone more, or rather to most people more, is the verbal abuse. You get? So for me, it wasn't an easy pill to swallow. Okay, growing up, when I came to understand in my spiritual awakening on how my relationship with my mom really put some belief systems, or rather in my mind, that gave me a character that was false. So I remember one time, oh my God, I can't believe I'm talking about this, but yeah, I'm ready, because this time I just felt like I'm fully healed. And you know what? I'm not a victim anymore. Okay, so I understand why I went through what I went through, and I'm happy I went through what I went through. And at the end of the day, what's important is compassion, forgiveness, understanding. Okay, so for me, where was I? Yeah, growing up, the me right now is way different from who I was like 2, 3 years ago. For me, even 6 months ago, totally different me right now, I couldn't speak up. Even in my relationships, I think I mentioned in a previous video, back, I couldn't speak up. I couldn't say, when I could always stomach something, and the stomach is very, very important, okay? That's why you say stick to the stomach, and you're stomaching something, all this energy gets stored in your stomach. Okay, and I also, during that process, I came to develop some issues with my digestion. Okay, and these days it's no longer there. Okay, it's no longer there. I developed issues with my digestion, and it was either hyperacidity, it was either constipation, it was just, I used to hold on to so much in my personal relationships, because one of the fear that most people who go through abuse, especially from parents, is like, now you have this urge, you want to grow up, you want to leave. Okay, you want to leave home through whatever means you want to go. And at that point, you may end up rushing into things that are not really destined for you. Okay, you may end up jumping into a relationship and just suffering in there, so just you're not home, And I tried that, by the way. I tried that, and I think for me, God was just like putting a finger, you're not running away from this. You're not running away from this, So it got to a point I didn't understand certain moves or why I did certain things in the past, but now I understand it on a deeper level. And so for me, it was like really bad. My self-esteem was really low. I remember, okay, if you can notice, somehow there's something with my eyes. Okay, I have you won't notice it so much. Excuse me, because this time it's better than what it used to be when I was young. And for me, I came to realize on myself, by myself, that it happens when I'm not focusing on an object, or I'm not focusing on proper focusing. Okay, so you won't notice my squint. Mine used to be so unique back then, and it really affected me. And this one really affected me, by the way, during my childhood, because I missed out on a lot of lessons in the morning. A lot. And when I say a lot of lessons in school, because I'm constantly Kenyatta Hospital, eye department. Okay, and there was this great and amazing doctor. She was called Dr. Ilaku. She was really nice. So she was the one who was really studying on my eye. I remember this white people would come, and my eye is being examined. They've never seen this. It was just a funny kind of eye situation. It was later on is when they came to find out that my muscle was a bit weak. So when I'm not focusing, and it used to alternate. You wouldn't put a finger on, you wouldn't tell which eye was. So I remember that time, there's one time my mom and my dad had an argument, and my mom was like, the solution is aikewe macho ya mbuzi. And my mom was like, lazima nikewe macho ya mbuzi. And my dad said no. My dad stood his ground and said no. And if there's something I thank my dad for, God rest his soul in peace every day. Sina macho ya mbuzi. Sina macho ya mbuzi. You know, I wasn't operated on. You guys, my eyes were bad. I remember at times, I used to be put for this eye drops. There's an eye drop, certain eye drop I used to be put for in lions. I used to fight. It was painful. It used to like really irritate my eyes. There was this burning sensation, and then I'll be like partially blind for a certain time. It was bad. And then now what made things even worse was now my mom really used to abuse me with the eye situation a lot, especially when you've done something bad. You know, it used to be, I don't really want to say, you know, but it's funny how there's this one I mentioned, and my siblings used to, the younger ones, thought like it was all of us who being called that. And no, I was the only one who had those eyes. The one who will call you guys an issue of your eyes, and you girls don't have this issue. Okay, so it used to really, really get to me. Okay, so my self-esteem was low, and it came to a point, even in relationships, I was like, I don't think someone will love me with my eyes. You know, I don't think someone would love me with my eyes. I always felt like my eyes were the worst part of my body. You know, the worst. Like, I'm not attractive. You know, I can't look at a man's in their face, you know, like in their eyes. I can't look into someone's eyes is what I used to believe. You know, like this person will judge me. And then my eyes were really, in fact, these days, my eyes are opening up even wider. My eyes were small because now the sun is affecting me. The wind is affecting me. I had sun allergy, wind allergy, dust allergy. So I'd always be like this every time. At times people would confuse, like think I'm sleeping. As in, are you sleeping or are you looking at me? Are you awake? And I'm fully. In fact, the more I squinted, the more I saw, like my vision was clear, you know. So I had put on specs from pre-unit till around early campus, and now my eyes were inside, and it was just, for me, I felt like specs weren't really doing it for me. I was tired, I was fed up. By the time I was getting to campus, I was like, no, my eyes are getting worse. I can't see without my specs. And I was fully dependent on my specs. So when I stopped, these days at least I can, as much as at times I'll find myself through this training when I have to see something that's far, but you know, it's better than having my eyes inside. So it's like one day, maybe I know laser therapy these days does something there, here and there. I'll go check it out later, but nowadays I'm not that much insecure with my sight, with my eyes, or rather. So that was part of like the journey. I'm at 18 minutes. Yeah, so that was part of the self-esteem journey. And now coming into those verbal abuse, of course, you're getting at that time. For me, it was building up anger, because at times you wish like you could say something back. You know, like kumsena kujibuaje. You know, how do you speak to me like that? I also have something to say, but you know, let me give you what the lesson in all this was, and why it's very important. And it's in a commandment, the 10 commandments. Okay, it's a command. Obey your parents, love your parents. You know, there's a reason why. You know, these things are not, I used to ask a lot of questions like, God, why would you ask us to love these people? Why would you, someone has wronged you? And then that's when the light came in. Okay? Your parent has a lot of significance spiritually, physically, to an individual. And you came from her code. You were once connected to her code. You're her ovaries. You're part of her. You're part of, the women, the generation in her. Okay? Her ovaries, you get. So, in this cycle, parents can speak a blessing and can speak a curse. Now leave alone the blessing part. They can bless. But what about these children who will never get a blessing from the parent because of one reason or another, their relationship? The mother had trauma, passed it to the child. There's a lot of genuine unfair treatment. Genuine. Remember, this woman, we've all been watching news one time or the other when we were young, especially us guys, millennials, growing up. There used to be these stories, a child has been thrown where beside the toilet, a mother gave birth and dumped the child in the pit. These are mothers. Some just got away because they couldn't dump this child in the dump site, some toilet, because wangepatikana. So they got away with it. Okay? Some wanted to abort desperately, but they couldn't. These children are here. You understand? What applies to these children? Will they get this spoken blessing? No. That energy the mother was carrying at that time was passed on to the child. Whether it was anger, frustration, disappointment, hate, some were raped and got pregnant and ended up hating the child. Okay? It's just that your society or your parents or whoever was around you or denied the abortion process. So you're there with this child. What happens to those children was a question I used to ask God. What happens to this one? Because the parent will not show unconditional life. This is a child who has suffered neglection from conception. Okay? There will be an issue. There will be a rift. Abandonment issues, rejection, anger, it will be there. What happens in such situations? That's what I really wanted to ask God. And that's where I got the understanding for the 10 Commandments. Okay? How do you break this cycle? Because if you don't break it, it will continue. You will be a bitter child from a bitter mother, raise a child who you'll be bitter at, angry at, for whatsoever reason. The spirit of bitterness, anger, rejection will always be flowing in between somewhere. Okay, so the secret, or rather the wisdom in it, during this time, this parent is bitter. This parent has done something that triggers you. You have to, one of the cycles in spirituality of breaking a cycle or a karmic situation, someone has to feel this pain. Feeling it is important. And then healing from it by letting it go. Okay, and letting it go process involves forgiveness. Deep forgiveness. You have to forgive. That is why you see in some prayers, or rather in some religions, there's this prayer for forgiveness of our forefathers. Okay? Someone will pray for forgiveness of their forefathers. Because, We can suffer in some parts of our lives because of things that were done 2, 3, 4 generations back. Okay? So, yeah. If you're this child, and you want to break this cycle of this anger, of whatever reason, okay, it will manifest in any form. What I'm saying is to break the cycle of being angry, because there is where the curse comes in. Because when you're angry, you will say something to this mother, okay, and then she'll have the open portal, because now, remember why the Bible speaks about don't argue with a madman, because now no one will be able to tell the difference, or rather this other saying of I don't know, I don't remember, but I know it's just when you don't be dragged in the mud, okay, when people are, because all of you will just look, all of you will be muddy. You get? So during this moment of whatever trigger, this narcissistic parent will say, if it's a narcissistic parent, if it's a whatever parent, whatever rift you normally have with a parent, and then there's this point, they say this thing that triggers you, and you really want to give them a piece of your mind. Shut up at that point. Shut up at that point and break that cycle. Let me tell you something. Right now, I feel lighter. Something happened a day ago. And this one, I'm feeling free to speak about it because I have to speak about it, because I'm not going to store it. Okay? During this process, everyone is busy. And my son is always all up in every corner trying to explore. But there's something I learned about this boy that is deeply connected to me spiritually. And also my daughter has that. But for her, I hadn't fully mastered it when she was young. I hadn't gotten the full picture when she was young. So my son, whenever you shout at him, he'll continue not pissing you off. Okay? He'll be angry. He'll hit someone. He'll try to fight back and defend himself. So I always keep on telling people around the house, don't shout at him. And I used to get really mad. Don't shout at him. He's a child. Whether he's done whatever he's done, speak to a child with compassion. Speak to a child with kindness. Show them love. Show them how to do the right thing politely. Okay? So I'm in the kitchen, I'm doing breakfast, and all of a sudden, okay, the house is empty. Where the TV was, the whole unit, it's now on the floor. So my son is there. This TV is now on the floor. So the guy is there trying to, I don't know what he was trying to do because I was in the kitchen. And all of a sudden I feel like, hey, wait, talk about, and then kidogo, my son is crying. And that cry is not for someone who has been nyang'anyod something. It is someone who has been beaten. He's crying. And I come and I tell my mom, you hit my son. I don't know what you did, but umemchapa. And at that point, I'm boiling, but my mind is firm on, be still. My heart is there, like, and it was piercing, you hitting my son because of a TV, shaking at it. I was feeling. And then when I took him and I went back to the kitchen, and then she came, and my mind now started running. I'm like, I have something to say. But I can't say this thing. Because deep down I know this is the opportunity I've been waiting for to break a cycle. And I can't believe I didn't speak back to my mom. I just asked her, this and this happened before, and now this has happened again. And my son had a dent over here. So later on, I found out, I think alimchuna. But my son is yellow. So I'm feeling in my heart, I'm feeling like, God. But there was just a deeper kind of calm. A deeper kind of calm. And it was just the grace. So it's like, when I say that, she's like, if you don't like it, get out of my house. Again, another deeper kind of calm. And I was like, I started empathizing with her, telling myself the stories inside. She's overwhelmed. This whole process, going to the village, I'm just having compassion. It's okay. Like, God, you protect my son. Now I don't start overthinking. Because again, I mentioned again in a previous video, when someone is going through something, don't be the one to remind them about their situation every time. Okay? And trying to make them feel like however you want to make them feel like. I don't know if it's low. I don't know if when people keep on reminding you, someone, how jobless you are, or how useless they are. I don't know what it's doing. I don't know if you're trying to improve the situation of this guy, or you're trying to make them feel bad, and destroy their souls more. I really don't get it. When a family member is in a low moment and you're constantly rubbing it on their face. What is your intention? Able look at yourself from a deeper point of view. What are you trying to do? What are you trying to do? Are you trying to help the situation by confronting this person about their situation? Or just look at it from an honest point of view. What are you trying to do? People mistake it for whatever they mistake it for. Ati unagoma. No way. No, honey. No. Okay? No. What you're doing deep inside, you're someone who is not frustrated with this person's behavior. You're someone who is either enjoying this thing deep down in your subconscious, or you want, in terms of wanting this person literally now is at a point of disgusting you. Why you're getting disgusted with a family member is a question you should be asking yourself. Not even disgusted with a family, even a friend, even a relative. Why are you getting disgusted with them because of their situation? Have you tried helping? Genuine kind of help. Wachana na advice. Anyone can give advice. You don't know what it is when someone is constantly trying, and you don't know what it is. Advice is different. You're not on the ground. Okay, advice is different. It's good. You can give advice anytime. To a jobless person, you can give advice. Hey, Nani, go and apply, they do this. It's a good thing. I'm pretty sure this person is constantly applying for these jobs. We always do. You're constantly applying. You get, it's a different thing with coming and what? Your papers are here, especially in Kenya. It's like that. Take your papers to Nani. Go to the whatever office, take your papers there, tell them I sent you. That's different. It's not bad not to be in that situation of encourage someone. Okay, wachana na advice. Only advice is good, but encourage someone. I don't know why people don't speak about encouragement. There are so many ways you can encourage someone who's in their lowest point. Encourage someone to take a step, to continue taking these steps they're taking towards this positive change, towards this thing that, encourage someone. Don't just give judgmental advice. Like you're there already assuming that this person is comfortable with the situation. You get? Yeah. So that was it for me today. I'm at 35 minutes. And again, I don't want to do something long. But yeah, I'm at 35 minutes. So for me, what I'll leave you with today is if you're going through karmic cycles, especially with parents, these are people who are very significant in society, and they mean so much. That is why most children, when they don't get the affection that a mother or a father should give to a child, they get broken and damaged. They get broken and damaged, and this reflects in their relationships. Yes, their future families, and builds up a character that is false in someone because of the lack of affection from a mother, father, and God is a God of justice. That is why I want to encourage you who is out there facing whatever abusive relationship with a parent, family members, learn and pray for grace. Let me tell you, fighting with these people will only worsen the situation. Feeling like a victim will lead to resentment, and you will continue with this cycle. Learn and pray for the grace of forgiveness and being still and silent when a trigger is being pulled. That's the only way you'll disconnect the energy from reacting. And from that point, you'll feel like, and you'll understand, it's not you. It's not you. Okay? It's not you. And now compassion comes in. This parent who's abusive, 99.995%, not even 5%, 99.9999% chance is they went through the same thing. Remember when I mentioned hurt people? Same thing. Okay, I'm at 38 minutes. I don't want to do, so I'm ending this video now. So anyway, see you guys. We're going to Shags this festive for the house opening and my sister's dowry payment, my big sister. So it's going to be a long, beautiful Christmas season for the Odhiambos, and so I might not do content as much, or maybe I'll do short videos because of internet, Wi-Fi, whatever. But let's see how it goes. Love you guys. Don't forget to comment, share if you know someone who is going through anything not a so good relationship with the parents, family. Like, comment, share on the video, let them get to watch, get them to subscribe, so we can get to many people and help people heal. Thank you guys. Love you. Bye.